All right, we're going to talk about parabolas, and I'm showing you two different types of parabolas. Parabolas can either open up or down, and when the equation's in vertex form, you can tell it's going to open up or down because it is x equals something. And then it can either open up or down or to the right or left. And if it is opening to the right or left, when it's in vertex form, it's y equals something. So I've highlighted some of the key parts of a parabola. The vertex is in purple and the actual parabola is red. The focus and the directrix are the ones that actually form the parabola. An important thing about that is the focus is cupped inside the parabola and the directrix is on the other side of the vertex. So I'm going to go through and graph two different parabolas here. This first one, notice it starts off with x equals. So we know that it's going to open to the right or left. And in orange is the standard form. So we can use that to figure out where the vertex is. And the vertex is h, which is the number at the end. That's added at the end, so it's 3. And then k, which is the number that's subtracted from y. And here it says plus 2, which is the same as subtracting a negative 2. Negative 2 is subtracted. So let's plot our vertex at 3, negative 2. And now I just need the focus and the directrix. I'm going to first calculate what 1 over 4a is, because you notice that is a part of both of the focus and the directrix formula, and sometimes this part can be a little bit cumbersome. So we don't have to do it twice, we'll just do it right up here in green. So in this case, 1 over 4a, a is what is in front of the parentheses, which is negative 1/6. Now you could put this into a calculator and see what it is. I'm going to show you how to do it by hand. When you're multiplying fractions, you want to change them so they're both a fraction. And then when you multiply, you just multiply straight across. So this is 1 over negative 4/6. Now 1 over negative 4/6 is like I'm saying 1 divided by negative 4/6. When you are dividing fractions, you can change it to a multiplication problem with that keep, change, flip. So you keep the top number, keep the first number, you change it to multiplying, and you flip the second number. So now I can multiply straight across, and we get negative 6/4. And then in order to graph this a little easier, I'm just going to change that to a decimal. That's negative 1.5. So now let's use that to find the focus and the directrix. So the focus is a point, and the x-coordinate is h, which is the 3, plus whatever 1 over 4a is, which we said is negative 1.5. And then the y-coordinate is k, whatever is subtracted there, which was negative 2. So if we simplify that, we get 3 plus negative 1.5 is 1.5, and then negative 2. So let's plot that. It's right here. So this is our focus. So now that I have my focus and my vertex, I can sketch a parabola here. Remember, you cup that focus inside the parabola. Now let's draw our directrix, which is a straight line. And you'll notice that the formula starts off with x equals. So this is going to be a line that's cutting across the x-axis, a vertical line, and it is h, which is 3, minus whatever 1 over 4a is. So minus negative 1.5. And 3 minus negative 1.5 is 4.5. So there is a vertical line going through the x-axis at 4.5 here. So I'm just going to draw my directrix right here. Now let's do one more. this one is starting off, it's in a vertex form, and it's y equals, which means that it's going to open up or down. So again, you always start off with your vertex, and my vertex is hk, and h in this case is what's subtracted from the x, so we're subtracting a 1, and the k is what's added at the end. And here we're adding a negative 10. So my vertex is at 1, negative 10, right here. Now I'm going to calculate the 1 over 4a, so I could use it in both the focus and the Directrix formulas. And in this case, it's a little easier. A is just 3. So it's 1 over 4 times 3, or 1/12. So let's figure out where our focus is then. The focus starts off with h, which is 1, and then k, which is negative 10, plus 1 over 12. So if I simplify that, I would get 1, and I'll say negative 9 and 11/12. So it's almost negative 10. It's so close. This is probably a little bit further up, but my dots are so big, that's where I'm going to put it. So now that I know where my vertex is and I know where my focus is, I can sketch my parabola. Remember, the focus needs to be inside my directrix, or inside of my parabola. So now let's do our directrix, that line. And our directrix starts off with y equals, so it's going to slice across the y-axis. It's going to be a horizontal line, and it is k, which is negative 10, minus whatever 1 over 4a is. So minus 1/12. So y equals negative 10 minus 1/12, which is negative 10 and 1/12, which is a little bit over 10. So our directrix is right here, super close to the vertex as well. And that is the graph of that parabola.